What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. This might be the most dangerous time we have been in possibly forever. We have a war now on two major parts of the world. And take a look here at what this major warning China just gave here to the US. Yeah, China issues ominous war warning to the United States here. China has reacted to a recent U.S. report weighing up the possibility of simultaneous wars against both Moscow and Beijing, not to mention the Israeli-Hamas war already going on. Both Moscow and Beijing, by warning Washington, quote, that those who play with fire will perish by it. Quote, the U.S. is not ready to face the challenge of the growing nuclear threat posed by Russia and China. This is according to a 145-page report released by the Congressional Commission on the Strategic Posture of the United States on Thursday. Quote, it is an existential challenge for which the United States is ill prepared unless its leaders make decisions now, the report states. The panel behind the report, led by a bipartisan panel of 6 Democrats and 6 Republicans, produced the document after a year of research into the topic. In the report, the behavior of both Russia and China is described as militarily troubling and increasingly aggressive, something that in turn has increased the risk of conflict with two nuclear peers. China is expected to reach nuclear parity with the U.S. by mid-2030s, according to the report. Exploring a possible worst-case scenario, the report focuses on the idea of a possible coalition between Russia and China against the U.S. Therefore, American leaders should change the country's strategic posture and step up its military modernization, according to experts. And think about this. This is exactly what we're seeing happening. We're seeing cooperation and increasing strategic alliance between North Korea, Russia, China, and Iran. And who knows who else is mixed in there. We're seeing really kind of the makings of what happened in World War II with the Axis and the Allies. We already know that NATO, with the 31, almost 32 countries there, we already know who's aligned there. We also kind of know that Turkey, who's in NATO, is really wavering a bit or a lot and has some ties to Russia and has not really been the greatest of partners. And some people say that they really should have been kicked out of NATO or has not been the best partner there, okay, because they have some ties to Russia and Vladimir Putin and has, been not really that, they had some qualms with even letting in Finland and Sweden, okay? And Turkey was the big naysayer there, okay? Almost siding with Vladimir Putin and Russia. And we're starting to see more and more these two sides here, similar to what happened in World War II with the Axis and the Allies. The biggest problem here now is that, well, number one, we don't want a World War III. Imagine that happening here as if it's not already potentially in the works. A lot of people think we're already in the midst of a World War III. We already have 2 major wars happening. The Ukraine war, the Russia-Ukraine war, has already been going on for over 20 months now. And we all know it's not just Russia and Ukraine. We know that there's a lot of other countries involved in this. The United States, NATO, 30 plus other countries are all helping in this war. And we know that North Korea is now involved in this war. If you watched my previous video, that North Korea just supplied over 1,000 cargo shipments of ammunition and other military supplies to Russia. And we also know that Iran has been supplying Russia. Okay. There's also been some other reports of Chinese manufacturers supplying Russia. Who knows what else has been supplying Russia that has been under the cover of darkness, under the cover of ships that the United States or other countries haven't quite found out about. So, yeah, I mean, you got to remember here, this is going into Russia, and it's not like the United States inspectors are there inspecting everything. A ship goes in, they unload it. Who knows exactly what's actually in these ships, right? So now we have another war, and if you're Russia, China, North Korea, or Iran, this is spreading your enemies, the U.S. and NATO. This is spreading all them thin. This is exactly what people like Vladimir Putin want, and this is the type of stuff that are written about in the Bible. This is we're seeing wars here. That's this is not exactly peacetime. And then you got the U.S. can't even agree. You got your own parties can't even agree on a leader for, say, the Republican Party. Take a listen to what Kevin McCarthy had here to say.
Of the conference. No, we don't want this. No, we don't want this. What's validating to me is how do you allow 4% of the conference to do this to the entire country? Why would all the Democrats join with 8 members? What we have going around the world. I'll stay to this day.
And then we have Steve Scalise, who stepped down from the nomination for the Republican Party, basically because he says he can't even get the Republicans to agree. So now Jim Jordan steps in as the new Republican nominee, but still has to actually get the votes. And, well, you can see how divided the United States is when one party can't even agree on who's going to even be their own leader in just one house. How can two different parties even agree on this? And it feels like we're going to have president after president after president get impeached because one party is always out to get the other party on anything. And whoever the next president is going to be, good luck, because the other party is going to be out to get them. We're not the United States of America. How can somebody be president when the other party's out to get them from day one? Right? Good luck. And we're supposed to be united against other countries who are our sworn enemies, are always out to get us, are threatening us with nuclear weapons, right? They're threatening us with nuclear weapons. We can't even agree amongst ourselves. We're people who call ourselves Americans and are, swear oaths to uphold the United States of America and, go to work every day as congressmen and are there to serve the people and get paid to do it. How are we supposed to defend ourselves against other countries when we can't even defend ourselves against ourselves? Yeah, it's a sad state right now, and we're in dangerous times, and it's tough. It's tough because we can't even govern right now. We don't have a Speaker of the House, and then even if when we do, they can't agree on anything. And we still got another year to the next election, and then who's going to expect anything's going to be better? Even if if you're for Trump or you're for Biden or you're for somebody else, you still need Congress to agree on anything. And this is the gridlock in Congress because Republicans and Democrats can't agree on anything. So let me know your thoughts here in the comments. I'll keep you up to date here. This is just the realistic truth. And this is where a lot of people kind of get caught up in stuff and they don't realize that this is the problems with our country. And this is the stuff we have to work through. So let me know your thoughts here in the comments. I'll keep you up to date here with what's happening here on a daily basis in our country. If you haven't yet, subscribe down below. Click the bell icon so you don't miss out on any new videos. And thanks for liking and sharing these videos here as well. Click here to see Congress saying that this attack could happen in our country. Really good video here you need to see. Or click here to watch my newest video next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.